non-stop all through the night at the family farm. There were puddles of water everywhere.
I just saw this one the other day.
There were puddles in the road. In front of the house. And there was even an enormous puddle in the farmyard. "Good morning, everybody," shouted Tech. "Oh, what a big puddle," he exclaimed, pulling back quickly. He had never seen a puddle this big in the farmyard. Did Colin the farmhand know about it? He wondered. "Colin, Colin," called Tech as he drove around and tooted his horn. "Beep, beep." "Oh, good morning, Tech. What's the matter?" "Well, there's a great big puddle of water in the farmyard," said Tech. "Puddle of water?" asked Colin. "I'd better change my boots then." And off he went to look for his rain boots. Oh dear. His boots were filled with water too. The roof was leaking and dripping right into them. "My goodness, this is a big puddle," sighed Colin. In the house, Molly was sighing too. The water simply would not drain from the sink, even though she had pulled out the plug. "That's odd," she said. "It drained perfectly yesterday. What was the matter?" she wondered. She went outside and examined the gutter to see if it was blocked with dirt and leaves, which would stop the water from draining. But the gutter was perfectly clean. Perhaps the pipe was blocked, thought Molly. "What happened, Colin?" asked Tech. "Have you forgotten to pull the plug?" "Tech, there's no plug in the farmyard," laughed Colin. "The gutter must have closed up." "Galloping gaskets! The gutter is closed up?" "Go and fetch Tommy the trailer," said Colin. And before Colin could say another word, Tech was on his way to the machine shed. "Come on, Tommy. There's a great big puddle of water in the farmyard," said Tech. "A puddle of water in the farmyard? What can we do about that?" asked Tommy. "You'll find out in a minute," replied Tech, hooking up his friend and pulling him out of the shed. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rods to clean the drain. That should be enough," said Colin. Once they reached the puddle, Colin joined all the rods together until they made one long rod. Colin pushed the long rod down the drain and turned it. "What is he doing?" asked Tommy the trailer. "Cleaning the drain," said Tech. "That's it," said Colin. "The water should drain off easily now." But the water didn't go anywhere, and the great big puddle was still there. Colin looked at Tech, and Tech looked at Colin, and they both looked at the water. "Oh dear, I better try once more then," said Colin. Although he pushed and turned and tugged, the water did not flow away. "Oh dear," said Tech. "Duck eggs and donuts," said Colin. "The opening at the end of the drain must be blocked." "Here it is," said Molly. She managed to find the plunger. "This should work." She placed the plunger over the drain hole and pushed it up and down a few times until the dirt was sucked down the sink. "Thank goodness for that," said Molly happily. "Now I can finish washing the breakfast dishes." "Here's the problem," said Colin. "You see, the opening of the drain is blocked and the water from the farmyard can't flow away." Colin started to clear the opening. An old tire, leaves, and clumps of dirt and grass were covering it up. And once Colin finished cleaning the drain opening, the water flowed easily into the ditch. "Good job, Colin." "You know, we really should open the ditch all the way," said Colin. When the three returned to the farmyard, the puddle had disappeared. The water had drained down into the ditch. "That got rid of the water," said Colin. "Can you take the rods back to the tool shed for me, please? I've got to make a phone call." Just then, who came up the road but a great big strong backhoe, a beautiful orange one. "Oh, it's huge," said Tech excitedly. "And just look at those big strong arms." After the driver turned off the engine and said hello to Colin, Tech and Tommy went over to chat with the backhoe.
Daddy?
"Hello, I'm Tech." "And I'm Tommy the trailer." "Hello, I'm a backhoe, but you can call me JC, said the machine proudly.
Daddy, you're right here.
"Oh, thanks. Thanks very much, JC, said Tommy and Tech together.
Daddy? Oh.
"So, how can I help you?" asked JC. "I am very busy, so I should get started." "Colin wants you to open the ditch in the field," said Tech. "Oh, well, even if I say so myself, you won't find anyone better at opening up a ditch," boasted JC. "Can we help you?" asked Tech. "That won't be necessary, thank you. I never accept help from anyone. I can do everything myself," said JC proudly. "Oh," said Tech, who was disappointed. "Yes, I'm very fortunate to be a big, strong machine." "Little weak machines are the kind that need help," said JC.
My turn.
Wait on. Wait a minute.
"But we're not weak," protested Tech. "No, we're not," said Tommy. "We can do lots of things." "Sure you can, sure you can," climbed into JC's cab. This way, said Colin. Tech and Tommy the trailer followed them to the field. JC got to work right away. Look, he's got feet of steel, said Tommy excitedly. How useful it would be to have feet as well, thought Ted. But JC had only just begun showing off what he could do. Watch this, he shouted. He lifted a whole bucket of dirt and grass from the ditch and dumped it out on the field behind him. Hey, look at me now, he shouted. But at that very second, he just stopped. He couldn't move his arm. Hey, what's going on here? What's wrong with me? He asked. I can't move. What's the matter? Asked Colin. I don't know, said the driver. What do you mean you don't know? I can't move my wheels, my feet, or my arms, complained JC. Colin and the driver looked at JC confused. Oh dear. I don't know what's happened, said the driver. JC has run out of gas. Oh, Colin was
Helping!
1 minute.
said Tech. Tommy, a can of gas for you now. No, I don't want you to fetch gas for me. I can do that myself, said JC angrily.
My
Oh, no, you
phone.
can't, said Tech. You can't move at all without gas. Remember?